Scene 101, 102, take 3 marker.
I'm Charles, the Humble Mechanic, Master Certified Technician, Automotive Instructor, and Professional Internet Slacker.
Quick heads up, GoPros are at 30%.
I'm Rich Rebuilds, the Rogue Mechanic. I specialize in EVs. I've been taking cars apart for the last 15 years.
Start it up, quick! I'm thinking if I'm in the car for an hour or so every morning and every afternoon, a couple of things I'm most concerned about. Comfort.
Absolutely.
I want to be comfortable, as well as the reliability of this car. I mean, you're depending on the car to get to and from work every day.
Right.
The last thing you want to do is break down at mile marker 30 and call someone and say, hey, I know I'm at 40 minutes away. Can you come pick me up?
I've been there for sure.
Yeah, me and you both. Let's take a look at these wipers. Now, this Jetta has a pretty cool trick because if you just take this wiper arm and raise it up, you end up scratching the hood. So we need to put it in service position, which is quite the process. Every car is different, so it's pretty important to refer to your vehicle owner's manual and make sure that you do it right.
They work. Now, when checking wiper blades, you want to make sure that you actually have something to go in between the windshield and the wiper blade itself because it's metal.
A roll of paper towels.
Paper towels would be
is the
ideal.
best.
Honestly. Oh, where'd he go? Out of nowhere. So you take. All right. Take a sheet out.
Oh, you're fancier than I do it.
You take the whole roll
Watch
itself.
this. Yeah, I just
You
shove
take
the whole roll on.
There you go. That works too.
Pull the wiper off. But the reason you want to do that, you want to put something there, is if you leave this up, this is a spring-loaded arm that
Absolutely.
can come down with a lot of force. And I
crack
have
your
seen many windshields broken
Get cracked for sure.
because of that. But back to the wiper blade.
You can actually look at it. You can actually see some divots and cracks in this wiper blade itself.
Yep.
And this is actually long overdue for service for sure. So I'll put these back on. Maybe we'll go for a drive.
Let's go for a drive. Now, we usually end up doing a lot of things like putting our seatbelts on first.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
we do a lot of things when we get in our car, and it's a quick check of maybe the health of our battery.
Yep.
Go ahead and fire this up and let's hear how it sounds.
Let's do this.
I would say that is probably not a strong battery, so you could hear the vroom, vroom, vroom.
The starter trying to make the car actually turn
Exactly,
on.
exactly.
So yeah, I would say this car is in strong need of a battery replacement. And actually, when it was starting up, you could see there was some lights dimming on the dashboard as well. So I think it might be time for this one.
So we know we need a battery in this car.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and drive it and see what else we can find for this car.
Let's talk alignment.
All right, Rich, we're cruising. Let's talk alignments. Talk to us about what you're feeling.
All right, so this car is definitely tracking towards the left.
Okay.
And when we look at the tire, it's exactly the same symptoms we're seeing in the wheel itself.
Right.
It's when we're going straight, the wheel is actually turning to the left a little bit. So this is in desperate need of an alignment for sure.
Yeah, it's important to point out there's a couple of things that you might experience when you have an issue with an alignment. It could be that the steering wheel is just not straight up and down centered.
Absolutely.
It could be that the wheel is straight up and down, but your car pulls or drifts to one side or the other.
Exactly.
It's also important to remember that the road has what's called a crown to it, which means that one side of the road is always going to be lower than the other so that we can shed water. Hey, how do you feel about letting me drive?
Absolutely.
I want to do.
You want to drive this
I want to
thing?
drive this thing.
You might like it. Now, what do you think one of the telltale signs for a vehicle when you actually need to have your battery replaced are?
While you're driving, it's usually an indicator.
Right. Battery light might turn on all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's a clear indication as well.
I think that's the number one thing that typically happens is battery light comes
For sure,
on.
yeah. Like, what's that battery light for?
Yeah.
I need a new battery. You know what? With that hard start, let's
Yep.
get this thing back to the shop and see what we need to do.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure we don't shut it off because I'm worried we'll have to jump start it. All right, back to the shop?
Yeah, let's go back to the shop. So earlier today with the Jetta, we noticed that we were experiencing a very slow crank.
Very slow crank.
And then an hour later, the car wouldn't start at all. When we put the key in the ignition, we turned the key forward, every light in the dash started flashing, and we started hearing a grinding noise.
We got a brand new battery in the car. Now, When on our commuter car, when you want to troubleshoot little battery issues or any battery issues really, the best place to start right here at the battery itself. We're looking for tight cable connections, positive, negative, anything extra that's been added, extracurricular activities, if you will,
Right.
needs to also be accounted for as well. We want to make sure the battery itself is properly secured. I think we did a good job.
I think so too. Awesome.
Yeah.
I have another car. You want to go check it out?
I do.
Let's go.